Dani Dyer says famous father Dani didn't understand concept of being a dad. Mirror Online. Exclusive former Love Island winner says EastEnders star didn't really know what he was doing when he had her so young. Her famous dad has admitted he was an idiot who put his family through hell, but Dani Dyer's daughter Dani seems remarkably forgiving of her disturbed childhood. In an emotional new memoir, What Would Dani Do?, she tells how the EastEnders star didn't really understand the concept of being a dad. SE 1000.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park,